So moving on, now we will understand each element in the nature, in physiology, and also in the foods. So we'll take some examples just to understand. We'll go into detail as we go into other lessons, but now we will just understand with some examples what do we mean by these elements in different aspects of existence. And there are 5 elements. Earth, starting from something very gross, something very solid, as we understand matter as solid state of matter, and then from there more fluid, so which is water element, and then something more energy, which is fire element, and then another moving energy, air element, and then which is gaseous state, and then ultimately the ether or space. So these are 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether. And now I will give some examples. So earth is not literally the earth like mud or clay powder. Of course, that is also. So in the nature, if you have to understand earth, then we can understand as rocks and stones and sand. And if we have to understand really what does that mean in the physiology, so we don't have to understand it really in the form we see in the nature, but the effect of it on the body. So when we say earth, we mean by something that is solid, something that is hard, has weight, and is heavy, stable. So when we see something that like something that is more moving over something that is slow moving, the slow moving like cow over goat, fast moving. So then we say cow is earthy and goat is less earthy or more airy. So that's how we will understand these elements in the nature, by solidity, hardness, weight, heaviness, stability. These are the things that we will look for, which are the effects of earth element. So to understand this earth element practically in terms of health, as of in the physiology, so we can say those who have more earth element, obviously that means they are more heavy, they have more weight, they have big body frame, so that structurally they will be bigger, they will have more weight, they will be walking slow. So that is representing more the earth element. And they will have easy tendency of gaining weight because earth is weight, and so they will have easy tendency. If good earth element here, that means compact and solid, good constitution, well-formed body. That's what it represents. If it is imbalanced earth element, then it will be overweight, flabby, and abdominal obesity and retention of different kind of growths, tumors, those kinds of things. So that is representing in the physiology. And in the foods, like let us say an example of meat. So in the meat, the meat that is very compact and very heavy, or from the source of heavy animals, so say beef, pork, so that is heavier compared to chicken. So the beef meat will be more earthy, and the chicken would be more airy. So that's how we can compare. Say if we have to think of cheese, so hard cheese would be more earthy, and the soft cheese, goat cheese, cottage cheese will be less earthy. Beans, say we are talking about, so the kidney beans, black lentils, pinto beans, they will be more earthy compared to red lentils, mung beans, they will be less earthy. Same thing if we want to talk about dairy products like milk, so the buffalo milk or cow milk will be more earthy compared to the goat milk or sheep milk, that will be less earthy. So that means that when we consume the product from heavier animals, or the sources are from the heavier, then that's what we gain by consuming them. So which means we increase that in the body. So that's some examples of earth element. Okay.